people who wear shirts with holes just because they like it, not because they're broke. My name is Ceci and welcome to another episode of How to Cantonese. So let's go straight to the topic. Today we're going to talk about money, despite we're not having much. But before you ask, no, I'm not going to teach you, hey, this is 100 notes, that kind of stuff, because you're all big boys and girls and anything else. Maybe you're an AI robot looking for ways to take over the humanity and now somehow you're learning Cantonese, I don't know. And by the way, welcome. Where was I? Yeah, you have hands and you all know what Googling means, so I don't think I need to teach you that kind of kindergarten stuff. Not totally, not because I'm lazy. So what we are going to learn today is expressions around the concepts of money, paying, receiving, that kind of stuff, and some unique things. I don't know if it is unique actually. Anyway, there's something special about paying and receiving money in Hong Kong. Enough of that rambling stuff, let's get into the thing. So basic concepts about money. The first thing is money. The general term in Cantonese is 錢. In terms of money, in shapes, we have coins and banknotes. Coins in Cantonese is 銀仔 and banknotes in Cantonese is 銀紙. You may have noticed that both coins and notes uses the Chinese character 銀, but in the coins pronunciation we use the second tone 銀 instead of the original tone, the fourth one 銀. So pay a little bit more attention to that, okay? And in terms of units, dollar in Cantonese is蚊. So for example, $100 is 100蚊 and it is only available in banknotes. So a $100 banknotes is 100蚊紙. Yeah, you can skip the 銀 right there because we all know that's money. Other than dollars, we used to have cents, but it's like ages and ages ago. We don't use that anymore. Instead, we have something called 毫子. Well, 毫子is just 10 cents. So yeah, and we have three types of 毫子. 10 cents, 20 cents, and 50 cents. I'm sorry, I have to get that one in there. It is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. Sorry for the bad pun. Now we move on to the basic verbs. The first one is to pay or to give money to someone else, of course. And in Cantonese, it is 俾, as in 俾錢. For example, 你唔叫嘢食嘅話，就要俾20蚊最低消費㗎啦. You have to pay a minimum charge of $20 if you don't order food here in our restaurant. That's true because the rent here in Hong Kong is expensive AF. The second verb here is to get or to receive money from someone. And in Cantonese, it is 收, as in 收錢. For instance, 你收到錢未啊? Did you get the payment yet? So what happens, right after the giving/receiving money process? There are changes, right? If you are not paying the exact amount of money. So to give changes to someone else in Cantonese is 找, as in 找錢. And by the way, changes, the noun in Cantonese is 散銀 or 散紙, because changes can come in as the form of notes or the form of coins. So example, 俾個2蚊銀佢，咁你咪唔使袋住咁多散銀咯。 give him a $2 coins so that you won't end up with a pocket of changes. Speaking of changes, there are some special things about that in Hong Kong. In many shops of Hong Kong, mostly restaurants. The first thing is 1000元不設找續. By the way, 元 is the written form of 蚊, so this one is a written sign. That's why it used 元 instead of 蚊. The thing's meaning is no matter how much your bill worth, as long as you pay them $1,000 notes, you will not get any changes back. Let's say you've just eaten, I don't know, a toast that worth $16, then say goodbye to your $984 because you are not going to get them back. This is a means of those shops and restaurants to avoid, fake money. Is that the right word? That false money? You know what I mean. Or maybe they're just being lazy. Anyway, avoid paying in $1,000 notes because it is difficult to get changes. The second special thing about money in Hong Kong is 收毫子, not receiving 10 cents. There are many shops in Hong Kong that begin to, deny or refuse having more 毫子, because just think of it as pennies in, I guess, US dollars. No one wants them, but still you can use them on like traveling, paying the bus fee, that kind of stuff. And the third thing special in Hong Kong places payment. Wait, that's almost English. And the third thing special about paying money in Hong Kong is 加一服務費. In terms of speaking, we only say 加一. In English, is 10% service charge. Some even fancier places will have more than 10%, but in general, 10% service charge. So this thing exists in, I don't know, about 80% of the restaurants in Hong Kong. Especially for the fancy Chinese one where you have your dim sum and stuff. Or, I don't know, cheesy lobster noodles. That thing's good. You should try that if you ever come to Hong Kong, if you're living in Hong Kong. Well, what it means is you are paying 110% of your total expense in that restaurant. It kind of sucks because it's like a mandatory tips. But now places are starting to, remove this kind of rules because people don't like paying extra money. And the fourth and also the last thing we're gonna talk about is tipsy tips. Wait, what? You have extra tipping on top of the mandatory tipping? Yes, and apologies. But this one is kind of optional, so don't panic, okay? And also this one is done in, I guess, sorta an unspoken way. I don't know how to describe that. The way of doing this is when you are paying for your bill, and usually the waiter or waitress give you back the changes. And if you leave all or part of the changes, those will be counted as the tipping that you give. And by the way, those are not going to that person who serves you. Those are going to the whole restaurant as an extra source of income. So don't think that you see a cute waitress or waiter then you leave all your changes, because those changes are not going into that person's pocket, okay? But one thing is, as I've said before, it is optional, so that means you can take all the changes you want if you don't like the restaurant or yeah. And you can also play the dumb foreigner card and don't pay any changes at all. Don't tell them you learned it from a YouTube video, okay? That's about everything in this video, so recap time! So as we are talking about money in Cantonese is 錢, and it has two forms, coins 銀仔 and notes 銀紙. Be careful of the tones. In terms of units, there are 蚊 dollars and 10 cents 毫子. And about the verbs about money, to pay is 俾, to get or to receive is 收, and to give changes is to 找. Changes in Cantonese is 散紙/散銀. In terms of some special rules, we have no changes for $1,000 notes, not receiving 10 cents coins, 10% service charge, and extra optional tips in the form of leaving your changes. So that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions and basically just anything. Leave a like down below. Give it a thumbs up if you find this video useful, helpful, enjoyable. Subscribe to this channel for more Cantonese tutorial as well as random rambling stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!